Hi and welcome to our Western Region Footy League Internet TV show. This is our Division 2 Grand Final edition. And in this particular edition with Steve, Thom and myself, I'm Kevin Hillier. I'm going to be looking at the Under-18B's Grand Final winner and the Division 2 Reserves and Seniors, of course, won by the Wrfl Web Eagles. But first up, it is the Hoppers Crossing Under-18B's who were victorious 14-15-99 over the Wrfl Web Eagles, 6-10-46, and their skipper, Adam Moscatelio, joins us. G'day, Adam.
How are you?
Good. How the celebrations on the day, winning the Grand Final? Because it's a funny one, because you played on a Sunday morning at 9:30 with, I imagine, just not a lot of people there as you would have if you played on Grand Final day.
Oh yeah, it was a bit different. Obviously, because in the first week of the finals, everything got pushed back due to the grounds being not available. So it was different playing on a Sunday. Preparation was different, but all the boys pulled through pretty well and accumulated really well.
It must have also been weird seeing your under-18As play the day before and win their flag. Was that a good thing for you?
Oh yeah, it definitely made us more hungry watching the other boys, because we're all, as a whole, under-18 group, we're a pretty tight group. So it was good seeing all the boys, the A's boys, win it, and just made us more hungry to win on Sunday.
Just tell them, Adam, what's that like, having the A's and the B's? I mean, how many games did you throw up in the A's? I mean, did Murph and that throw it around a lot?
At the start of the year, we kind of got split up a bit. But as the season went on, Brad, moved up and down, players up and down. So players got used to playing a higher grade, and other players got used to playing a lower grade.
Yep.
Like I said, the under-18 group is a pretty tight group, so everyone was pretty used to playing with each other.
So most are you homegrown kid from Hoppers?
Yeah, definitely played there since like under-11s or something like that.
And what about the group you played in the Premiership? Most of those guys from Hoppers Crossing Juniors come through?
Yeah, definitely.
That makes it a bit more of a buzz, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Mates that
that's
grown
it.
Up with.
Growing up with mates, playing with your mates definitely makes it more easier.
And your ambitions? What's a goal you open age next year?
Open age next year. Probably do a pre-season.
You're going to have to.
Yeah, definitely.
You're gonna have to. You can't get out of it.
Blokes like Tomsy and I don't do pre-season.
See how I go. If I get a gig, I get a gig. If not, see where we go from there.
Yeah, give it your best shot.
Cheers, mate.
Well, mate, congratulations on the Under-18B Grand Final win. Good celebrations with the boys.
Yeah, definitely.
And I believe the seniors and the 18As all put everything off until you were all finished.
Yeah, that's right. They waited for us, which was good as a club, and the support was fantastic.
Well, look, well done on your Under-18B Grand Final win.
Terrific
win for the Hoppers Crossing Footy Club, and good luck to yourself for the future.
Cheers, mate.
All right, we're going to talk to the Wrfl Web Eagles Footy Club in the next couple of segments here as part of our Division 2 Grand Final edition here on the WRFL. This is our Division 2 Grand Final edition for the Western Region Footy League. I'm Kevin Hillier, with me Steve, Thom, and squeezed in between us two is Anthony Montrose and Paul Grokett from the Wrfl Web Eagles, Division 2 Reserves winners for 2012. Congratulations, boys.
Thank you, Kev.
A terrific season for the club all up, and we'll talk to David Connell and Bo Guest in just the next segment on this, but fantastic effort by the club all round. 3 grand finals and 2 flags.
Yeah, it was really good. Even the juniors had a good season. I think the 14s and 16s won one as well, so it's been a good year for the club all round.
Yeah, and a relatively new club in the terms of since the merger. Has only been 5 years now, 6 years.
2007. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, from that point of view, you're starting to build your own history as well as a total entity, as opposed to Yarraville, Seddon, and
Kingsville. Yeah. It's DC's implemented a lot to the club this year. Brought a lot of good players in, used what we had as well, and a lot of them stepped up this year, which was good.
Yeah.
Anthony, the home and away series, Coburg, I think pretty much on top. They're one of the the good sides as their opposition, become finals. I mean, you got over them the first week, and just never looked back from there.
Oh yeah, I think things really fell our way in the end. We always had a strong list, and DC's always looks after his seniors first, like any other club does. And if there's anyone with a little bit of injury or something like that, he didn't play him and that. So we're fortunate that only Michael Volpe was out of the seniors with an injury, and Wayne McDonald we lost in one of the finals. And apart from that, we're at full strength. Yeah. And what made it so good, there was probably 9 blokes that missed out, and they trained to the end with us, and it gave us good numbers on the track and all that. Very strong, tight group down there this year. So, and when you got unity like that, I think it really holds the group in good stead together and that. So, look, I was always quietly confident, but I think things really have to fall your way in the end, and they fell our way, so we're pretty lucky that way.
Paul's a fairly low-scoring grand final.
Yeah, it was.
Did you think you had it? Well, we're all right. We're going to be okay. Or was there all that little foot? They're only a couple of goals behind.
Yeah, half time we went in. We were pretty confident. Half time, to their credit, third quarter they come out and really had a red-eyed go at us and sort of bit of a. I think they got under our skin a bit and it showed. I think at 3/4 time and that few people lost the plot a bit, but and
that happens.
Yeah, but the last quarter, we steadied and we got on with it.
Anthony, next year, Divi 1, obviously, are you taking the reins again for the twos?
Yeah.
All right.
So, it's something new, Div 1, never been there, been coaching Div 2 all the time, played at Coburg Districts and did Div 2 a lot. So, be different, looking at DC's chasing some new recruits and all that, and hopefully we can keep the group together.
It's a really big time for the club, isn't it? I mean, to get back into Division 1, we know it's an enormous leap, and we'll talk to David about that in just a tick. But for the whole club, it's an enormous leap, and you've all got to be in it together.
Yeah, it's an unknown really for us. I don't think there's many that have even played Division 1, so it's going to be a challenge anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the main strengths of the club, the junior program, probably set up 5-6 years ago, if I can recall back, right from the under-12s, that a few Mark Scholes and a few people like that really done a bit of work with the kids coming through now. A lot of these guys are playing, on the verge of playing senior football now, so the depth of the kids and with the under-18s as well coming through is going to be, it's so important for your future.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yes, look, the 18s, they were tremendous this year.
Yeah.
I think our first year for 18s again this year, and a couple of them stepped up and played with me in the reserves this year, and they did really, really well. Good prospects to play seniors, step up. So, they just slotted straight in, and they played some really good footy.
Yep.
Good stuff. Congratulations on your grand final win. The celebrations have stopped now, haven't they?
They have, yes.
Yeah, to a footy trip this week. Yeah.
They haven't stopped. They've only started just yet till that's over.
Goodness
Where you going, boys? Where you going?
Adelaide.
Good luck, Adelaide.
And the amazing thing is, there it is, the cup. It's in perfectly 100% good nick, so they haven't played, which is good to see. Well done, boys. Congratulations on your win. And after this, we'll go to the Division 2 seniors. Once again, won by the Wrfl Sydney Eagles. This is our Western Region Footy League Division 2 Grand Final Edition. Steve, Thom and Kevin Hillier here, and joining us now Dave Connell and Bo Guest from the Wrfl Sydney Eagles, the Division 2 Premiers. Congratulations, boys. Has it sunk in?
It's starting to get there. I think the first week was a bit of a blur, but now that we've had a bit of time to sit back and think, I keep looking at my phone and I've got a little background of everyone up on the stand, and it starts to sink in a bit. Yeah, it's great.
As a player, was the game a bit of a blur for you when it finished?
The first hour or so after was obviously a bit of a blur, but the actual game, I've had a bit of a think about it, and it was a good game in the end. So it was good.
Dave, great season. The plans that you set in place back in January before that, they've worked out. I mean, you've done a lot of hard work. I don't think people appreciate how much hard work you have done behind the scenes. But the playing group, just been fantastic. Everything has really fallen into place for you and the club, basically.
Yeah, look, and I think I've said it a few times during the year. You need a little bit of luck as well for all of that, all the plans that you put in place to come off. And we really, in hindsight now, looking back, we probably really didn't have too many hiccups along the way. Which, even injuries wise, we had a probably good group of 28, 29 guys, and we were seen to be able to. I think early days, a lot of people didn't think we had many injuries, but we always sort of had 3, 4, 5 out. But the 3, 4, 5 that we're in, we're still up to it anyway. So. And then there's probably been 4 guys pretty unlucky towards the end of the year that have missed out. So,
mate, Division 1, obviously you're up there. You're going to be there. I know you probably, without getting too far ahead of yourself, and you have to plan throughout the season when you're sitting on top and undefeated and looking the goods. You had to sort of start recruiting then. That hasn't stopped. You are there now. What's the when does it stop? When does it start? Well, it never stops, I suppose, DC, doesn't it? It just goes.
I have my wife start watching this. Yeah. She actually just said, a friend of hers just said to me the other day, she goes, it'll be good now, David will be home a little bit more. And she said, you're kidding, it's actually worse now that it's finished. So I think just on the weekend alone, I contacted 26 guys about playing already. So look, it probably never ends. I'm actually looking forward to the footy trip this week, so I can just sort of kick back and not worry about footy. So but it's already started. It never ends really. So
And yourself, Bo. I mean, it's a great effort as captain of the side, and a great leader. You know, congratulations on that as well. But just working under Dave and having the play group, the senior players, you know, like Harmsy and guys like that. Even Corey Thomas has played a lot of football, Divi 1, Divi 2. Good to work with those guys.
Yeah, it's been great. Like the bunch of blokes that Dave brought in at the start of the year, everyone was pretty fresh. I think how many people did we have that were new this year?
Well, at least a dozen.
Yeah, and everyone gelled really well together, and it was really good. Everyone's bonded really well. We enjoyed being around each other, and I think that's probably the main part. Everyone enjoys each other's company, and we enjoyed out there on the track.
Yep.
And you're going to have to bring in another 12, aren't you?
Yeah, look, we've sat down and look, we've probably got, well, there's definitely one so far that's over the line. I won't mention names, obviously. Now, just out of respect for those guys, but yeah, look, we probably sat down and we sort of had the figure of 8 to 10 of that sort of standard quality just to be competitive. So I don't want to go up and get flogged every week, obviously. So I'm pretty competitive, and I think if we do it smart enough, we should be okay. So.
Yep.
The grand final itself was a ripper. I mean, full credit to Parkside. They really took it up to us for 3 quarters, and I know Wood spoke about it. And the mental toughness, yous were tested. It's the first time you'd really been tested for 3 and a bit quarters, and in the grand final and the big one. But you stood up, and I suppose as a coach now, looking back, that must be one of the pleasing parts. That the group not only got talent, that they've got the mental toughness and ability to be playing Divi 1 football.
Yeah, look, it was something that we'd spoken about against the first time against Parkside. And I remember talking to the paper after it, and look, I suppose you talk it up, and at the end of the day, going into that first final, I was probably always a little bit nervous because it is different, and you don't 100% know. I always had a bit of confidence that the boys would handle it pretty well. But look, and even on that whole, we hadn't been tested. I think the reason that we hadn't been tested was because of our mental strength. Yeah. And we'd spoken about that even during the week as a group and all that sort of stuff. And like the group is super competitive. They take all the responsibility on themselves. Like we trialled something halfway through the year. I think we talked about it last time in terms of our preparation. We didn't change that for the whole second half of the year. Like even grand final day, I spoke at quarter time. We had a brief chat 2 minutes before we ran out, and that was pretty much it. So the guys were really responsible for most of the year on taking that responsibility themselves, and that's obviously part of their mental toughness as a group to be able to take on that responsibility. So
definitely so.
Yeah, no, terrific season. Who got BOG for the post grand final celebrations?
Come on, what goes on the celebrations stays on the celebrations.
No, come on, we need to know who got the medal.
God, you can slip it.
Might have been this podcast.
Well, I'll give Adam Baker a few votes in there. There's a few boys that did pretty well. Yeah.
There's actually, I'll say it on the camera. I don't care, but there's actually 3 they're a group, and I call them the Pests, and he's one of them. And Josh Rayson and Adam Baker, the other 2 members of the Pest group. So
congratulations, boys. That's a good effort. Celebration.
Pre-season, Bo, I can tell that. Well, look, congratulations on the perfect season. It really was the perfect season for the Wrfl Sydney Eagles. We're so rapt as a competition to have that oval back in Division 1 again, where it should be. It's one of the best ovals in this competition, and great history with the competition. So well done. Enjoy the footy trip, and enjoy the pre-season. I'm feeling a bit well. Good boys. Thanks for that. And that's it for our Division 2 Grand Final edition of the Western Region Footy League Internet TV show. Thanks, Tomsy.
Thanks, Kev. It's been a great season again for all the clubs involved, even the ones that didn't make the finals. Congratulations for them. And got to say, this Western Region Football League, we are so proud of what we dish up each week. Anyone who's got any doubt, you should have seen the final series. It was absolutely brilliant. Division 1 and Division 2.
And you can look on YouTube and see all the finals and relive all the action. Enjoy.